Hello, people. I'm Pardo, and welcome to a new reaction. Okay, today we are reacting to the final episode 12 of the summer Hikaru. It's been so long, guys. I think this is like this is the final episode of the season, but it's not like there's more in the manga after this. But I think it hasn't been confirmed like a second season yet. I hope that they gave us another season because but I mean the anime has been really popular. It's been like at least in like the top 10 animes at the moment, like right now that are releasing. So I hope that that pays off and we get like a second season. I don't know how much like more is there in the manga so we can have like maybe a third season or maybe with a second season is enough. I wouldn't like a movie because always when they made like a movie they cut off some things and I like the details. But yeah, this is the final episode for a while. I hope like not forever. I mean, even if it's like it doesn't have like a second season, there's still the manga and I will read it. The last episode, a lot of things happens. Like we learn about the Indus family's past. That's crazy. What their um like no descendants like their uh family did. Well, it's not that crazy really. I mean, well, I don't know. I will guess that that guy that went to Nunuki-sama and said like, please turn my wife back to life and I will give you like everyone's head. Ins- unless theirs is like in this family member. I feel like maybe he was just like, okay, I will offer you like everything you want, but I didn't expect you to like take most of the village head. But yeah, that's like a curse. We like haven't no, we haven't like understand like the whole what Nunuki-sama is. We know the history of like um what could be about also the village, the Indus family also, but it's yet to be sure like what is Nunuki-sama's real deal here. I mean, I still believe that Nunuki-sama was a human once and got stuck here in like this village in this mountain, or maybe it's just indeed like just a god that for some reason it's here. Also, there's my other theory is that the people of this community of this village, like they made Nunuki-sama a thing, a real thing. I don't know how was the name of that kind of creature, but maybe you know that. It's when a lot of people believe in one thing, that thing turns out to be, it comes out to life? So that's also my theory. I hope if we that we can know more about Nukisama this episode, but I have my doubts because if it's this is not the end of the series of the manga, then I don't think they will reveal something like that yet. Maybe they will save it for second season. But yeah, also, Hikaru has been having problems, with his spouse. Well, I don't know that he in the last episodes he kind of switched into Nonoki-sama mood, and he attacked Yoshiki, but I mean, I don't know if we can call it attacking. Well, he was trying to mix, I feel like, but I still not sure if we can say that that's like bad. It just means that Yoshiki will like. have like this kind of, they will have the impurities like around her. He will be aware of that and they will be aware of him. And that's dangerous, of course, but I don't know. I don't think it's like that bad as I story, guys. He has no social clues. But well, that was we saw in the last episode. Also, Hikaru is now thinking about maybe he should just return to the mountain and everyone will be safe. Which, you know, it kind of makes sense. If like if he's the one that is attracting the impurities, like if he goes away, everyone like the impurities will follow him. So I think he might just go to the mountain. I don't think Yoshiki will allow that, but we'll see. Okay, guys, let's start.
俺はもうお前と一緒には
Non the
俺がちょっ
fictional
と
character.
おったところに
Okay, yeah. He's thinking about going back.
やっと君と友達に
Oh, my baby, my baby. I mean, I feel he's been doing really good with his research.
夏休み楽しみにしすぎかよこの子の
ちゃうの
腕の具合はどうなんああまあまあ治ってきとる部活はまだ休んどるけど
夏休みやのに部活できやんの気の毒やな。あーちゃんもいまいち。
お腹をすった
Yeah,
てか光はまだ来とらん
遅刻すんで、光。
he's late. He's having problems right now, to fit in. Oh, first semester. Summer break is upon us. Okay. Is this the summer where Hikaru died? Because he actually died, I feel like, in the last months of the year, if I remember. But Yoshige find out in the summer. Why you're so alone, my boy? Asako. I feel like Asako will want him to be here. I don't know.
式サボっとってずるいの。
クソしとったって言えば許されて。どうも。お前か。いや、武田さんに話があってきたんです。
What?
脳抜き様ね
Right. He didn't do anything last episode.
最初から
He's been
存
here.
在してないんです
What?
あこの村が作り上げた架空の神ですよ
Okay.
インド家の儀式なんて全くの無意味だったんですよ
So maybe it's an alien
と根本的な原因があったんです
behind all of this.
まあ僕が何とかする予定
So are you saying this to protect or to get Hikaru
明日から夏休み
by
やで
yourself?
し
Or
てない
it's really just not a
私は
god
最初は
another
一緒に
thing?
ならせてまうで。ゆうちゃんはいつ
So
も
I was
最終
waiting
日
till
に
the
泣き
last
ながら
day.
やっとる。
俺もちゃんとやろう勉強楽しいし
あのさ、
After all.
やっぱり光やないよね。この前
All right, I forgot he saw them. Well, you kind of knew already. They just kind of gaslight you.
ああ、朝子さ、前からさ、そういう俺に直接言わん方がええよ。アホやろ。言う。
言わんよ、誰にも。
Well, I don't know if people will believe
誰
her.
が光やないの、怖いし変や。よしきがそれでもいつも通りにしとるのも。
Well, we've been going through this. Well, I feel like she just realized that Hikaru
なんでか今の光のこと全然嫌いになれやんの。
died.
朝子の耳壊してしもうたのに。
そうやそうや。
あん時はごめん。朝子にはもう何もせんってよしきと約束したから。誰も殺さんってのも。
本当に人やないんやね。なあ、光はどっかで生きとったりしやんの。
Mm,
なんとなくそうやろな。
what? Oh?
そっか。光はこうやって。もし俺がおらんかったら、よしきはみんなと一緒に悲しんで。
Well, yeah.
苦しくなかったんかな。そしたらみんなで前向いてちゃんと大学のこととか考えて楽しく過ごせたんかな。
No, well, I mean,
なんか
they
悪
of
いこと
course
しとったんやな。
will have to move on, but
ごめんな。
I don't know if saying like they will be better without you is right. By the way, I haven't mentioned how beautiful this anime is.
まだ学校行っとらんのやって。
はい。
無理していかんでも女の子やしな。
よしきは彼女おらんのか。前
Um,
がキランと女にモテやんぞ。
いや。
I don't like it.
光どうしたん。
He's the girlfriend.
から出かけ。
To
こ
Umi,
の間のあれ
the ocean,
ごめんな。
the sea.
何回お前に殺されかけたと思っとるん。今さらなんとも。
Well,
強がりや。今日誘ってくれて助かった。親戚
your
おっ
relatives?
たら行き詰まって死んどった。居場所に執着する気持ちようわかる。
Over a place to belong.
俺にも居場所があるはずやって思いたい。どっかここやない場所に。
Somewhere there in here, Tokyo. He wanted to go to Tokyo to study.
やっと笑った。いやそれ。 カラ浮き輪って言ってたんやろ。ほんまにそれでええん？いや、一番可愛いのって言うとったし、ぴったりやろ。めちゃくちゃ邪魔や。空気抜いて畳めばええに。なんかかわいそうやろ、オオサンショウウオが。どう開いとる。カオルプール
So you don't remember anything about being Nonuki-san?
とって最近少しずつ思い出したような。特に
Little
願い
by
を叶えるって話。
granting
何でも
request.
願いを叶えてやれる気がする。
Okay.
ビッグマウスやな。本当に何でも。うん、ええよ。
He wants to grant a wish.
なんとかせんと。
Impurities.
村も町もあのスケッチも一体次から次へとわからんことが出てくる。いや、そもそも屋敷見て。ダンスだいぶ慣れたな。あとちょっとやったな。あいつチュール目当てが意外と力強え。ああ、こんなとこでずっと考えとってもしゃあないで。今から海行かん？一回くらい見ときたいね。
But you already seen it.
すげえでっか。海やべえ。あー、グツグツ。おい、行くで。わあ、冷た。
What? What was that?
おい、ズボンがびしょびしょになるやん。どうしたん？いや、今の。海行く約束ちゃんと果たしたな。笠子やマキや勇気は何しとるかな。さあ、
Do not.
合唱コンでやんくて怒ったりしとったかな。もし出とったら楽しかったりして。歌詞のさ、この胸を踊らせる未来こそ今ってとこが熱いやん。ほか静かに歌うん息を
Oh.
吸ってごらん。歌詞が全然ちゃう。話してみ。は踊らなくこの胸を踊らせる未来こそ今。俺は死に際の光の誰
Oh,
も
okay.
悲しまなければええのに、よしきを
If
一人にさせたない。そういう願いを
maybe
叶えた
that's why
こう
he
だった。
is so attached to Yoshiki
でも
because Hikaru made that
そう
wish, and now maybe that's why he has feelings. It could be.
最近よしきを襲ってしまうのはさ、多分俺の本性が出たからやね。自分の
Hmm.
空っぽな部分を埋めたくて魂が欲しくなる。
I crave
人には
souls,
ようわからん。
humans.
もともとこういう存在なんやと思 人もたくさん殺しとるし、
And I
ま
might
た殺
start
してしまう
killing
かも
him.
しれん。でも、屋敷は
ちょっと待て。
俺が山に戻ればさ、ヨシキが生きてる間くらいは平和になるはず。は、無理やろ、あかんや
No,
ろ。
I think
山
Yoshiki
のために
will
必死で調べて。
couldn't live
化け物
knowing
は
that
お
you
らん
are
くなって、
in the
お前
mountain.
は光の死を受け入れて、人として生きていくんや。めでたしめでたし。お前、ここにいたんやろ。アホやないの。俺に渡した半分はどうすんの。知らへんお前が簡単にその体から離れられんのか。
ほら、結局、具体的
的なことは決まっとらんや。そんな無計画な話に乗れんわ。でもそれしかうっせないやろ。何が正解かもわからんけどさ。そんなことまで覚えんでもええわ。もっと涼しいままでおれや。ヒカルはさ、スイカが好きやったけど、俺はアイスが一番好きや。
Okay.
しかもガチガチ
Gachi
の
gachi.
俺のだってさ、
Akata.
見た映画もつまらん映画なんて一つもなかったわ。ヒカルは勉強嫌いになったけど、俺は好き。
Good work.
まあできへんのやけどな。
やめろって。
俺はさ、
やめてください。
ヨシキとおるのほんまに楽しかった。お前にとってはヒカルの代わりやったかもし
He's
れん
not
けど、
for Rick Hikaru.
こんな俺に
With the spine within his.
俺はヨシキが大好き。
Okay, we know in what
俺
way.
のどの感情ともちゃう。それでもさ、ちゃんと俺の気持ちやで。ヒカルやなくて、バケモンの俺の。
I still believe that you are a mix of both.
バケモンは息がしづらくて、俺や自分自身をずっ
No.
と隠してきた。やからこいつが救われてほしいって。
Because being with
俺も救われるから。
um,
結局ただのエゴやん。俺はヒカルのため、
the
俺
village.
のためって責任転嫁してやけになって、結局全部自分のためやんか。よしき、今までありがとうな。違う、代わりとかちゃう。お前諦めとるだけやろ。前の君とかあったら押し付けてくんな。
Yeah, I also think that this may be too late. I don't think he could move on from this.
どんだけ頑張ってきたと思っとんねん。俺とは違う、本物の化け物なんやから。俺やって帰りたないわ。化け物はおらんくなってめでたしめでたしなんて。何のために今まで。いやや。俺から化け物から解放されて、お前にとってもええことやろが。ああ、俺も化け物や。普通になれやんくて、全部ただのエゴでも、いっつも本当の自分をバレやんように隠して生きとる。
Which is
人殺しやとしても、お前とヒカルと一緒に。
I'm gonna take that as a confession. You're insane.
ヒカルの代わりなんかやないよ。俺は
Disappear.
ただお前に消えてほしないだけの最低の自己中クソ野郎
Selfish.
や。 お前さ、これから。ボタン書房のあんなとこへ忘れとる。ほら、家に持って帰らんと。
The way he looks at him.
いらんわ。あんまま豆腐で流されれば屋敷の方がガキやな。
What? That's all? Oh, okay. What? Oh, the guy. What do you mean? How can they left us there? Well, I don't know about you, but I take that last scene as a confession of love. I know Hikaru said that he loves him maybe not in a romantically or friendly way, but in his unique way because he believes himself to be like a monster. Yeah, well, he's not a human, right? Like he is still learning about his emotions, his feelings, like how he feels, he feels. But now the more like close to our human feeling would be love. I feel like that's like romantic love. I don't know. I think everyone here will agree with that. Since like episode what was like two or three without seeing with the chicken. I feel like we can all agree with that. And now I feel like for me, I don't know how other people will take it, but I feel like for me and also a lot of people, I think that this is a story about uh queer queerness, like about like throughout all these series we see like also how Yoshiki struggles to speak his mind, to be his true self, to be more free. Also we see like some hints in some episodes about that. And I feel like now, in a way, he has now like feel like secure enough to be like um open about his feelings. I think that's also why he was telling Hikaru that I'm a monster because I've been hiding who I am. And of course, like maybe the little like meaning will be like I'm a monster because like I've been wanting to keep you here without caring about like the people, the village or whatever, or you. But I feel like also that the subtext can will be like I'm a monster because I feel like Yoshiki like hasn't accept that he likes Hikaru. That he I don't know is gay or bisexual, whatever, and has feelings for Hikaru. And I mean like I think of course he will come out to that conclusion if we see how like to begin with, this is a really small rural village with a lot of traditions like that. Even in one of episodes, we saw that they were talking about some guy. I don't remember the name, but they were saying like, "Oh, he moves out of the village because, well, I don't know who said like because they were saying that he was sick or has a illness, and then Yoshiki said like he didn't. He was actually just gay. Or I mean, I think maybe of course in this village, like they like have an opinion about that. Let's say they're homophobic. What can I say? Like, and of course that they don't accept that or like seems to that to like queerness as a sickness, an illness. That's also why I think in this last episode we they gave us that scene with Yoshiki's relatives and like how he felt. We can see that he feels like really uncomfortable around them. And I think like a lot of people from the LGBT community can relate to that when you, especially when you are in the closet, that you feel like awkward, you know, even among your relatives, because you feel like you're hiding something, some part of yourself, and that you like either can be true or not, but that you feel like they wouldn't accept or that they will look bad at you. That's also why I think like they gave us that scene in this episode and a lot of more in throughout this series, the anime or the season. So I think for me that's what this um this anime, this manga is talking about. In a really, with like adding like that supernatural kind of horror themes. But at the end of the day, like all these series, animes, movies, whatever, are trying to tell a story that humans, people can relate to, or that talk about a human experience. And I think that's what this anime is about. I'm I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know who is like the mangaka or the writer of the manga, or well, where they intention of if they have spoken about it. But I feel like I take I take that from this anime as a someone as a queer person myself, and also I feel like from what I read on the internet, I think that also a lot of people uh can like can take it like that. And also like I feel like I don't know, it will be weird to me if someone truly is like, no, they're just friends. Yeah. I mean I haven't watched like anyone like even I also sometimes like watch like other reactions in YouTube because I like to I like to watch that kind of stuff. That's why I'm doing this. But and I've never seen like someone to say like, I think they're just good friends or like that. It's just friendship. I think yes, it's maybe not that direct, but well, sometimes. I mean, I just because it's not telling you, okay, Yoshiki is, I don't know, gay, bisexual, or like Hikaru is gay, bisexual, or whatever, or they are not saying like explicitly that the word gay or whatever. I think it's still like really not even like in subtext, but really straightforward, straight, well, really direct that they like each other in a romantic way. I think it's really clear. If we see like the whole series, we can see like first of all that Yoshiki had feelings for Hikaru. The OG Hikaru. We don't know what Hikaru will feel about him. I think I like to believe that he also had feelings for him. I know I've seen that there are some people that say no, Hikaru was straight, but I think he was bisexual. Because yeah, we saw some scenes that he likes a girl. That's why Yoshiki says told to uh, Hikaru, to this Hikaru. But I take it as they were both in love, but because of the context of where they live, of this village, they wouldn't allow themselves to talk about it or to explore those feelings. And of course, then like Hikaru died, and I don't know. I think that's also why. I mean, yeah, it's true that they are both like best friends. They're their best friends, but two things can be true at the same time, guys. Like, uh, people can be like friends and then fall in love eventually, or like or there's sometimes even people who say like my partner is my best friend. That's really cute. I think, yeah, of well, they been growing up since they were babies, they were kids. But I feel like it's really clear that they like each other. And I feel like this episode confirmed me for me. And even now with the last confession the confession that Hikaru says to Yoshiki that I love you. He literally say I love you. Daisuki. Daisuki means I love you or I like you. And I think that's why like Yoshiki allows himself to be more open about his feelings that I've been hiding these feelings because I wasn't sure like how to process them, to explore them, like to feel about it. But now that Hikaru has made the first move, let's say, I feel like now he feels more secure that okay, I'm not alone in this, and we are together in this. And yeah, I know it's kind of weird because he's like an alien god, whatever. But it's just part of the fictional aspect of the shows, and in a lot of series it's like that. Like humans falling in love of aliens or monsters or whatever. But yeah, aside from that, I feel like I wanted to mention that the part where Asako now like truly confirms that it is not the Hikaru. And I understood Hikaru's motivation that if I go, like they can finally grieve Hikaru, the real Hikaru, and they will move on and have their regular life. And I think that will be true. Um, I feel, I mean, I never been through something like that, losing someone too close to me. But I feel like all humans with time, not to move on, or I feel like that doesn't feel right to say, but that they will still survive this, They will still have their lives. And of course, we remember Hikaru, but they will continue their life. I'm not sure about Yoshiki, by the way. I think that will destroy him because he loves so much Hikaru. And he is a real big part of him. I think Yoshiki, I'm 100% sure that Yoshiki was the one who fall first. And also maybe he fell harder. But I think, yeah, as Yoshiki was saying, like it's too late. Like now he's involved in this. In he has invested a lot of time also in this new Hikaru. I think maybe if he will choosing to go back to the mountain in the first, I'm sorry, the first 2 3 episodes, maybe like when Yoshiki was also like hasn't figured out his feelings about this new Hikaru, what he feels if he wants him to be here or not. Maybe that will be a really good time. But now that time has passed, like a whole semester, I think it's too late. I think like Yoshiki wouldn't like live in peace if he knows that Hikaru is there in the mountain alone. Also, like if he leaves Hikaru's body in whatever place, I think he will move on that. Like how can you, like, he is too involved in all of this thing with impurities or whatever. Like, I don't know, they will have to erase his memories or something. So yeah, I think it's too late. Now they're involved, and I feel also like Yoshi has developed feelings for this new Hikaru, and I think now, right now, has like also separate that the OG Hikaru from this Hikaru. I think that's really clear for him now that these are two different persons, you know? And also like, and I think he doesn't really even want him to pretend that he is like the OG Hikaru. That's what he says. Like, he likes him as he is right now, with his monstrous side of him. And also, I also wants to believe that this new Hikaru is like, is not Hikaru, the OG Hikaru, of course. That's really clear. But also, I feel like he's not entirely Nunuki-sama. At least now, that's what I think, because we don't know a lot of nothing to about Nunuki-sama's backstory. So I feel like he's like a new thing from both of these persons, entities, like Hikaru no Kisama, because he has feelings, like, and yeah, maybe not as human, and he hasn't figured it out yet. But I feel like if he was Nonuki-sama, I think why would he care about Yoshiki? You know, or also another theory that it could be that when Hikaru wishes for, like, we saw that scene when he said like, I don't want to die because I don't want to leave Yoshiki alone. I he needs someone, he needs me. So maybe in a way, like, he Nonuki-sama granted his wishes. I mean, in exchange of his body, let's say, of his life, because he died. So in that way, maybe somehow he granted the wishes. And we know that Nobuki-sama is really tricky. I mean, the guy of the Indus family said like, please, I will bring you um, whatever head you want. And he granted the wishes. Like, he took like most of the village heads and he brings his wife back, but just the head. So I think maybe also in a tricky way he granted Hikaru's wishes, but in himself, like, the wish like turned against him, we could say, and make him have of like make this new Hikaru, this new Nonuki-sama, this new person, like a, well, he made a new person. Like, he was like, okay, like, I will grant the wishes that not letting Yoshiki alone because he needs you, with a new person that will look like you, but it's not you because it's me, because I want to possess this body. And but I felt his own powers maybe made him have feelings now for humans. I mean, we even saw that he kind of comforted Asako when she was crying about Hikaru's um, death, about Hikaru's dying, that he died. So maybe it's not just only for Yoshiki. Maybe he can develop feelings for even other people. But yeah, I really like it, guys. I feel like it was a really beautiful anime. Also, like the drowning and the animation is really beautiful, especially in this episode. All those scenes, incredible. And I hope that we get like a second season. I mean, there's a lot of plot lines that we haven't finished. For example, Korebayashi, she said that she was going to investigate the company, and we haven't saw her since then. Also, this company guy that he was in the last scene, he went to talk with him maybe sometime. And also, like he said, like Nonoki-sama isn't real to like one of the leaders of the village. I don't know why. I don't know if it's to protect Hikaru or just to take him just by himself or for the company or what. What is his reasons? I mean, we know nothing about the company. We still don't know about what really is Nonoki-sama. If it's really a god, it was a person that turned into impurity and turned into a god. And also, like now, like I think Hikaru is not going to the mountain. I think that's what I got from that scene. But now we have to still like figure out what we're going to do with impurities. So yeah, I hope that we get a second season. So what do you guys think? What were your thoughts on this anime? How, I hope we get more. But yeah, I think that's all, guys. Um, thank you for being here. Like, it didn't have a lot of views this series in the channel, but I really enjoy it. And well, it have more than some others. And everything for the video. And I really like it. So thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. We are almost in 500 subscribers. Give me a like if you like it. These tools, all these reactions, the summer Hikaru die. That will help me a lot. And well, thank you so much for watching until here. And I hope we'll see you again. Bye.